I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you can hear me in the way back. I hope you will stay in this room and celebrate all night, and that you'll be able to hear each other when you want to talk. Just come down this way. I'm so excited for everyone to be here tonight. It's so exciting to see all the little kids back there running around and dancing. But we're going to get started. Welcome to Show Me the Path to a Cure 2024. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. When the conference theme, Show Me the Path to a Cure, was selected by our community, these words came to me immediately. You have taken the road less traveled by. We hope that this conference has made a difference to you and your families, and we're so grateful that you made the trip to join us in St. Louis. We couldn't have done any of this without our sponsors and donors, so I want to express my deepest gratitude for their contributions. Without them, this conference would not happen. We also could not have done any of this without our dream team from Site Solutions, who make everything work for us seamlessly. So I don't know if you're in the room, but we love you. Hey, Sibs, are you out there? Did you have fun? We are so grateful for the SIB leaders and volunteers and for your dedication to the program and to this conference. Did the Explorer Camp keep everyone else entertained? Because a lot of work went into planning for that day camp. We are so grateful for the volunteers who made it happen and the sponsors that made it possible, and Linda for packing all the boxes. We tried something a little different this year with Life Goes On group by creating an evening event so that those who wanted to stay present for all the sessions that were offered during the day could be there. How did it go? Okay. Should we continue to plan it that way? Okay. These are the things that we want you to say in the post-conference survey. It's in your app. Please do it. I would also like to thank the support committee who have been meeting and planning for months. I would like to thank Brock for the fun socks. I want to thank you for your tireless work that you put into this from a family perspective. It only helps us make this better each year. We're grateful for all of our speakers, most of whom contributed their time freely to us all. And then there are the researchers and clinicians. Who here enjoyed the research session? Sibs, did that include you? Did you like the research session? Awesome. How about Ask a Doc? It was pretty crowded in there. I know you've heard me say it before, but I'm going to say it again. There were more than 40 researchers and clinicians with us this weekend. How many of you participated in a study? I hope it was more than that, but there's still opportunities, and I want to make sure that you take the research survey that's currently being managed by Kennedy Krieger. This is vital to our community. I must thank our photographer, videographer, Ira Graham, who's probably looming around here. He has volunteered his time freely with us for several years now, and he does such a great job of capturing all of those moments that we want to remember at the conference. Katie Walden, who is mom to Liam and Max, was unable to join us this year, but she did help us a lot behind the scenes, gathering sponsors and funding that we needed for the conference. So if you're friends with her on Facebook or otherwise, please reach out and thank her when you have the chance. We're truly grateful. I also want to introduce you to my counterpart from across the pond, the UK's Chief Executive Officer, Liz Brownnut from the BDFA. And Lori Brown, who has led the Canadian chapter of BDSRA for the last 2 years. And I'm grateful, so grateful that you're both here this year. And what can I say about our BDSRA team? Biting my tongue. Words cannot express the appreciation I have for you. I know you know they work hard all year long, but they really pour it all out for International Batten Disease Awareness Day and 6 weeks later this conference. Our life is a madhouse in June and July, and I am deeply grateful for you, and I hope the rest of you are too. So, it's been 6 years since the strategic plan was unveiled at our Batten Community Conference. How many of you attended in 2018 in Nashville? Oh, this is a good group. So you might have heard this before, but it's time for us to dust it off and talk about it again. It was nearly a year-long process, and while it took time to take flight, it has been the path for we to follow since I joined BDSRA at the beginning of 2021. Our Batten community has hit many bumps in the road since that time, but we keep going. And I would like to give you some updates on the plan's main goals because it has served as our North Star since I started at BDSRA. Governance. This was one of the first goals. We want to enhance the ability of the board to support the organization both financially and strategically. I'm proud to tell you that 100% of our board financially supports BDSRA. I'm very proud of that. They also support me wholeheartedly. We've developed a well-rounded application process and garnered more than twice the applications than openings were available for the first time in 2022. We have monthly executive and finance committee meetings, and we've begun to publish the board's minutes after they are approved on the website for you to read. Tonight, I would like to recognize an outstanding board member who will leave us at the end of the year. Darlene. Donna, would you please come to the stage with Darlene and me? Come on, I see you. Where's the gift? I don't see it.
Oh, she's in trouble.
Well, we don't have to wait for Linda to say what we want to say about Donna. Donna has been on the board for 10 years, and she has served as the secretary and the chair of the advocacy committee for us, and I will truly miss her support. In my early days, our executive committee met with me every single week for probably 2 or 3 hours at a time. She was one of those, and I'm truly, truly grateful. We have a great gift for her, but it's not here in this room. It's here at the conference. And so we will be giving it to you, but I'm going to hug you, and Darlene can hug you. Thank you. Oh, is she back? Okay. Well, they can stand here while I tell you the rest of the story. The board will be accepting applications for new members this year, and it will be posted at the beginning of August. If you are interested in joining the board, a job description will be available on our website, as will the application. We'll put something in the July Illuminator for you, and it will definitely be on our social media. The deadline, according to the bylaws, is always August 31st. So I encourage you to get them in, please, by the end of August if you're interested in applying.
I did want to say something.
Darlene would like to speak.
Well, I just wanted to say that Donna and I came on the board at the same time. And when I took over being the chair of the board, I said to the officers, which Barb and at the time Bob Jansen and Don, I said, I'm not doing this alone, okay? So all of the officers had to meet together every single time. We weren't going to just be me against them. So Donna has been right there with me and with Barb, and we've just been really working hard together. And so I just wanted you to know that I'm really going to miss her. I really am. So I just wanted her to know how much I appreciate everything she's done to help and support me. And I couldn't do the job that I've been doing, which I think has been pretty good. So I mean, really, Donna's been a great support and help for me. So I just wanted to tell her thank you in front of everybody that she's the best. Okay? Thank you.
I'm so sorry that it's not down here yet. We'll get a picture. Don't go far. Another goal of the strategic plan was centered around the staff. It was to strengthen our staff capacity with a particular focus on empowering the staff at increasing levels of leadership, responsibility, and ownership of the organization's operations and the future of BDSRA. Our team is solid. We meet weekly as a group and individually, and everyone is trusted to do the work that we know needs to be done. They even started meeting without me a year ago, and those meetings continue. We have an annual review process, and we take a fresh look at the job descriptions each year to see what needs to be changed or massaged. The biggest goal was building staff capacity, and it's been a goal of mine since the beginning, but funding staff capacity has been a challenge. With the help of donors and shared employment with BDSRA Australia, we were able to hire and integrate a science officer. It's been a year since Inika joined our team, and she brought so much value to this community. And since that worked out so well, we started talking to our friends in Canada about a similar partnership. By collaborating with them, we could reach more Canadian families with social media, invite them to join in our programming, and offer timely support to families in need. We needed more resources to do this, and by partnering, we are pleased to announce that we will have a shared director of family support. Heather, would you please stand up? I probably don't need to list for you all the ways in which she's qualified for this job, but she will start on August 1st to provide timely family support in both of our communities, develop programming, and taking a leading role in the conference planning. Please join me in welcoming her to our team, but you guys already did that.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
You're gonna have to talk louder.
Can you hear me? All right. I'm deeply honored and humbled to stand before you today as I accept the role as Director of Family Support. This moment holds a profound significance to me, both personally and professionally, as it continues a journey that began many years ago with my own family's experience with Batten disease. As some of you know, my journey in this field started with my son, Nicholas. Nicholas was a vibrant, curious child, full of energy and love. At the tender age of 5, he was diagnosed with Batten disease. Faced with this unimaginable diagnosis, my family and I were propelled into action in 2009, and we founded Our Promise to Nicholas Foundation. Our mission was clear: to raise funds, forge partnerships, promote awareness, provide education, and support the development of fighting for Batten disease. Despite the heartbreak of losing Nicholas on his 11th birthday, his life was filled with an indelible mark on all who knew him. Nicholas taught us about the essence of living fully and the power of love and hope. His spirit inspired our community to come together, organize events, and create a movement dedicated to improving the lives of those affected with Batten disease. Through our Promise to Nicholas, we have been able to bring together hundreds of volunteers, organize countless fundraisers, and host an annual international conference that unites scientists, medical professionals from around the world. Our collective efforts have touched the lives of thousands, and while we have made significant strides, we know there's still so much work to be done. In my new role as Director of Family Support, I bring with me lessons and experience from OPTN. I'm committed to continuing our shared mission of providing crucial connection and support to families living out the cycles of Batten disease in the US and in Canada. My goal is to build meaningful relationships with families, understand their unique needs, and ensure they feel supported and heard. I will also collaborate with the dedicated BDSRA team to enhance the programs that are already in place, ensuring they continue to meet the evolving needs of our community. Connecting with people is the heart of what I do. Whether you're a family with a child affected by Batten disease, a relative, a caregiver, or supporter of our cause, I'm here to listen, understand, and to support you. My background has taught me the importance of empathy and communication. I'm dedicated to being the resource and friend to each of you. Balancing many responsibilities will be a challenge, but it's one that I embrace wholeheartedly because I know how much it means to all of us. Our community's strength lies in our ability to come together and support one another. We each have unique stories, challenges, and hopes for the future, and by sharing these with each other, we can find solace, strength, and inspiration. I encourage you all to connect and share your experiences and support one another. Together we can create a network of hope and resilience that will carry us through the toughest times and celebrate our victories. I want to acknowledge and express my deepest gratitude to Tracy and Jen Van Houten of Noah's Hope, Sarah and Dave Kennicott of Hope for Bridget, Nikki and Joe Vigil of Mary Peyton Miracle Foundation, Laura Edwards and Sharon King of Taylor's Tale, Karen and David Kahn of For Batten, Charlotte and Craig Benson of Beyond Batten Foundation, Tony and Katie Ferrandino of Drew's Hope, Rare Sisters, Garrett the Grand, and so many others, I see you, who have built this community. Your foundation's dedication in supporting the Batten community has been instrumental in your collective mission. Your contributions are invaluable, and I'm so honored to be part of this journey with all of you. I want to take a moment to acknowledge and express my deepest gratitude to Megan, Bridget, and Erin Kelly. For the past 10 years, they have selflessly dedicated themselves to running the Batten disease-affected child care room here at this conference. Megan, as an ICU nurse at the Boston Children's Hospital, not only provided exceptional care to Nicholas during his final years, but has continued to support our community with an unwavering compassion and dedication. Your commitment has provided families comfort, peace, and peace of mind, allowing parents to fully engage in this conference. Megan, Bridget, and Erin, your contributions are truly invaluable, and I'm so honored to have the opportunity to work alongside such dedicated individuals. My entire family has been a source of strength for me, and I hope yours are for you. My son William is a special blessing who continues to amaze me with his intellect and compassion. My husband Chris has guided us and supported our family during the darkest moments of our journey. To the BDSRA staff, board, and volunteers, thank you for welcoming me into this incredible organization. Your passion and commitment inspire me, and I'm eager to collaborate with all of you in making a lasting impact. Nicholas's life was a gift, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity to honor his legacy by continuing this vital work. Your support and dedication fuel our efforts every day. I'm privileged to work alongside such a dedicated community. Together we can move forward with hope, determination, and the unwavering belief that we can improve the quality of life of those affected with Batten disease. Thank you.
So, the support goal obviously was big, but we need somebody to lead that charge because we've been sharing that responsibility for the last year, and we're so excited to have Heather on board next month. The support goal in the strategic plan was to develop and refine a menu of support options from which Batten families can choose. And since 2021, we have hosted family parties, regular grief chats, and many Ask an Expert virtual programs. Who here has participated in any of those? Yeah? Hey kids, if you're still listening, did you go to any of the parties at home? Okay. Guess they weren't that great. We're gonna have them anyway, as long as our promise to Nicholas keeps funding them. Another big goal of BDSRA and the board was to reinvigorate the Centers of Excellence program. We had the first meeting in November of 2022 before we had a science officer or the money to fund a program. But we moved forward with the plan of, if we build it, they will come. And a month later, we received a surprise bequest that made that plan a reality. And 6 months later, we had a science officer. We asked for your help in garnering applications, and we expected to get 4 or 5. Honestly, I wanted 6. Dave thought we'd get 4. But I digress. We got 11. 11. And the credible part is that we got them because of you. This is where you are. Take a look at that. You guys are the people on that map. You all are the ones that asked the people to come, and they did. And so through their interest and the formation of a steering committee with Dr. John Mink leading the way, thank you very much, we have a robust group of clinicians who care deeply about all of you. We're excited to introduce our Centers of Excellence and the affiliates to you. We're going to start with the affiliates. So Inika, please join me. And I'm going to name them off rapid fire so that you can get up here quickly. But when we stop, we'll get pictures on stage left. Individual groups and then the larger group, okay? So, University of Michigan Medicine, and who's accepting by the Patterson family for us tonight because they couldn't be with us. Did you get that over there? Oh, here it comes. NYU Langone Health in New York City. There. Rush University in Chicago. And University of North Carolina Hospitals. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Centers of Excellence affiliates. Next, I would like to call to get to the stage the Centers of Excellence. Children's Hospital of Orange County. I'm just coming over here. Children's Hospital of Colorado. Yeah, that's fine. Kennedy Krieger Institute. Here she comes running. Nationwide Children's Hospital. Thank you all. And last but not least, the University of Rochester Batten Center. So we're going to have a group picture. Oh, get him over there.
We have a lot of us.
Yeah, go, go, go. Ira, there's more. Yeah, please go join them.
Should we join them as well?
We'll do that later.
At the end.
Okay. So we'll ask you guys to come back to the front so that we can do one big group shot afterwards, and we'll keep it moving. Inika is now going to talk to you about the next steps for the Centers of Excellence and what this means to our community.
Well, thank you to this group, the affiliates, the Centres of Excellence, who have journeyed with us from the beginning, and together we have co-designed a genuinely collaborative, as you can see, and inclusive national model. It has been a genuine joy and privilege to work alongside these exceptional humans, and together I'm proud to say the Centre of Excellence Consortium has already completed its first major initiative together. We are about to submit, in a matter of days, an application for a multi-million-dollar NIH grant for what is called a rare disease clinical research network, and we are establishing this consortium for Batten disease. Now, this is just an application at this point, and we know that this is an incredibly competitive grant call, but we will not know the outcome of this application for some time. But this is a group of 9 centres of excellence, along with an additional 7 sites around the US, who have come together every 2 weeks for months now on Zooms. And together we're about to submit a truly monstrous application with a document that will exceed more than 1,000 pages. But this document in itself is testimony of a group of clinicians and advocates who have each and every single one of your children at the heart of everything they do. So to the Centre of Excellence team, all of you guys in the room tonight and all of your teams who you've come to represent tonight, I really want to say a special thank you, an acknowledgement and my deepest gratitude for being such an amazing group of people to work with. And thank you to our steering committee, which, as Amy said, is led by Dr. Jonathan Mink as our chair, and we'll have a group photo with everybody later if you all come down the front. But now, onwards and upwards. We're now open on a rolling basis for now new expressions of interest for those new centres, any new centres that would like to join, not from tonight, but moving forward. We've got to get there. Maybe after tonight. But we're now open, so this is a rolling application process. Anyone that's interested in joining this national model, we welcome. So we would love you as the families and community to reach out to your centres, to your medical team, and let them know about this program. Direct them to our site. This goes live tonight, this Centre of Excellence web page of our site. And we would love you to encourage more as we grow strategically this network so that it becomes a web over the entire United States, and that no family should ever have to drive far or reach out far to access truly best-in-class medical care. So on to the...
So I said, this is where you live. This is where they are. Oh, you don't need to see these pieces. I just wanted you to know that they're where you are, and we realize there are gaps, and we want those people too. So come to us with your suggestions or go straight to your clinicians. We want to hear from you. The next goal in the strategic plan was around research. Provide strategic leadership in driving forward global research towards treatments and a cure for all forms of Batten disease. BDSRA really stepped up our research game when we added Dr. Innika Whiteman to our team. Am I right? She has provided a robust and regular column in the 11th hour of every month for the Illuminator. She ensures that our website is current with clinical trials and natural history studies. Innika meets regularly with our industry partners, and she leads the plan for all the research that's presented here at the conference. In addition to all of this, she has helped us realize another dream that I've been talking about with my colleagues for the last 3.5 years, and I'm excited for Innika to tell you all about it. Do you want me to put the slide up, or you want to do it?
Okay, let's do it. Research, and indeed collaborative research, is what drives innovation. Our initiative goes live tonight, and we're delighted to announce that this website is up and running and the initiative is open now. The Batten Disease Global Research Initiative. It's a consortium of peak patient advocacy organisations from around the world who share the common goal of advancing research towards treatments and cures for all forms of Batten disease. The founding members are the BDSRA Foundation, BDSRA Canada, Laurie Brown is here representing tonight, BDSRA Australia, represented by me, and the BDFA, so the Batten Disease Family Association UK, represented by Liz Brownnutt. So to have us all in the house tonight is really a gift and an honour indeed. Under the auspices of the Global Research Initiative Grant Program, we're working together to identify and foster and collectively invest in the most promising research around the world to accelerate therapeutic development, improve diagnosis and standards of care, and to enhance the quality of life and outcomes for all individuals affected by Batten disease, their families and their communities. What is our research strategy? The Global Research Initiative aims to invest in the most promising research around the world that seeks to address key research questions and areas of unmet need in Batten disease. Our key research priority areas are all-encompassing and will be based on the guidance of you, our community. The Research Priority Setting Partnership Survey that's been recently set out by the Kennedy Krieger Institute in partnership with the BDSRA Foundation will directly inform the final 10 questions. And here's where your role is key. You still have time to fill out that survey. That survey aims to hone those top 10 questions across areas that are as broad as increasing the understanding of Batten disease genes, proteins, pathological hallmarks, symptoms and disease progression, understanding and quantifying the impacts on families, their decision-making and supports, improving diagnosis, patient care, management and quality of life, and of course enhancing current and emerging treatments, clinical trial readiness and design. This isn't just about basic science. This research grant program is about everything from molecule discovery all the way through to quality of life and all of the supports that involves as well. So what are the specifics? Well, right now, as we haven't yet announced, so from the 29th of July, these research grants expressions of interest will be open. So right now, we're still waiting. But right now, we're waiting on those last surveys to roll through so we can really identify those top 10 questions and say, well, what is this community wanting? Where are we going to be investing this money? So the specifics are grants of up to $50,000 US will be awarded for a one-year period with potential of renewal based on outcomes in the first year. And given the joint pool of funding, we imagine we can be awarding at least several of these every year. Financial contributions are made by our core member organisations, the BDSRA Foundation, Canada and Australia, with in-kind support from the BDFA UK. In addition to the collective funding provided by these core organisations, co-funding support will be sought from other interested parties who specialise in particular NCL subtypes. Additional organisations or individuals who choose to co-fund specific projects that have been selected through this program will be recognised as Global Research Initiative funding partners, and we already have interest from around the world, from multiple foundations within the US, and if I haven't spoken to you already, you will be, in addition to our good friends from the NCL Stiftung in Germany, because we really want to bring everybody on this journey, and we know that setting up such a robust competitive grant scheme like this is truly a way forward to find and select the most competitive research grants and teams from around the world. The Global Research Initiative will be open, as I said, for expressions of interest from Monday, the 29th of July, 2024. So please keep an eye out on your inboxes, your social media and the Illuminator. Thank you to our partners that are here today, and thank you to those that have expressed their interest in co-funding, and thank you in advance to those we haven't yet spoken to. Please reach out to me or any of our organisations if your foundation is interested in partnering with us on this exciting research initiative. And finally, from wearing my research hat for the BDSRA Foundation, I have to say a genuine and heartfelt thanks to John Cooper and Dave Pearce for helping me put together this program over the last few days. It's always a joy and an entertainment working with you two. I feel like we're the Three Stooges. And the research session, the Ask Me Anything, the SIB sessions, you guys have really, pulled out all stops to help me over the last months. And the NCL Researcher Challenge, John, I think you were still receiving emails from me at 1 a.m. Yesterday morning before we launched it. So thank you for pulling all of that together at the 11th hour. Thank you, I'm so grateful, and thank you all for your participation this weekend.
Okay, so I don't know if you caught that, but our organizations around the world are pulling our money to give out research grants. That's what this comes down to. We still have grants outstanding from pre-COVID that aren't yet finished because of COVID, but we are going to start opening it up for new grants to start in 2024. This is a dream that I didn't think was going to happen until 2025, but Innica pushed forward, and here we are. Another key goal of the strategic plan was around advocacy, because we need to advocate for progress in the search for treatments and cures, as well as improvements in the lives of those who are affected. I'm not showing you anything that you don't know. This slide was first developed for a meeting that Sharon King was invited to attend, and she wanted to share our Batten story. Sadly, we are not the only ones in the rare disease facing a volatile biotech market. In 3.5 years, we have seen this fruit withering on the vine. And while today it looks a little bit better than it did a few months ago, only one of the trials that you see on the 2024 slide is recruiting. So what have we done about this? We have attended and helped parents prepare for meetings with the FDA. We have held private meetings with the FDA and top leaders of our industry partners. We actively support and sign on to rare disease letters regularly. We attended Rare Disease Week and met with other rare leaders, congressional representatives, and participated in NIH Day. And we invited you to join us too. This year we launched our database advocacy module. We invited you to contact your representatives, and boy did you respond. How many here sent letters during Rare Disease Week? Clap, I don't care, scream. Nearly 1,000 members of our community sent letters, totaling more than 1,600 to their representatives. That's pretty amazing. We invited you to do it again for International Disease Awareness Day, and you did it again. But most of all, we love how you responded to our goal. You smashed it. And as promised, a long-awaited goal of our board member, Donna Fogel, has been realized before she leaves the board. BDSRA will offer 5 $1,000 grants for travel to Washington, D.C. next February for Rare Disease Week 2025. So what's next? Fundraising. We have to seek and secure resources needed to support our vision. BDSRA has the ability to serve as your back office for most any fundraising event that you want to hold. It works as simply as the virtual 5K did for International Batten Disease Awareness Day. By advocating for your family with our FamFunds initiative, you can build awareness about Batten disease, share your family's story, and raise funds to help BDSRA keep moving forward with the resources needed to support our vision. But I'm going to let Amanda Beadle tell you how it works for their family.
Hi, families. I am so grateful we are all here together tonight. And I want to begin. I'm here to talk to you briefly about the FamFunds program, how it came to our family when we most needed it, and a little bit more about the program if that is something you're interested in. But before I get to that, I want to extend my gratitude to Amy, to Inika, to the entire BDSRA, to all of those here tonight who support and partner with the mission of the BDSRA. For our families affected, we don't have a choice but to be here. You can be doing so many other things with your time, and you continue to fight and are dedicated to all families affected. And for that, there truly are no words to express our gratitude. So thank you. As part of our family story, when we were first diagnosed, so my husband Adam and I have 2 daughters that are both affected. And when we were diagnosed over 3 years ago, we knew that we wanted to bring something positive in a situation that is so negative. We wanted to partner with those committed to research, and we wanted to be a part of positive progress on that path forward. And I kind of started as mom a bit like a sprint, and I took off, and I quickly learned that I am human and I have a bandwidth, and there are so many physicians, scientists here, so they can reference me on this, but at some point in time, the human body needs to sleep. And at some point in time, we do need to rest, we do need to regroup, and this is not a sprint, this is a marathon, or beyond that, truly. And I got to this point where there's so much work to be done, and the needs are so great. I felt so overwhelmed, and I had felt so discouraged on how to be able to partner, and I felt like anything I can do in the midst of caring and handling the day-to-day just truly wouldn't matter. And for all families out here today, I see you, and through visiting with you, I've heard stories about crazy plane flights, car trouble, packing all of the things to be here today, making sure your children are cared for at home, so many situations, and you're here. And at the depth of that discouragement is when FamFunds came in. So the FamFunds program has empowered us to stay committed to that goal as a family of bringing brighter days to the Batten community. This program empowers us to share our individual Batten journeys. It allows us to connect with other families, and it allows us to raise funding committed to the mission and work of the BDSRA. We are empowered to direct where our FamFunds pages go, so to family support, to research, or greatest need. The process is incredibly simple, and the BDSRA is able to generate a page on Charity Engine. So I was overwhelmed, like I'm not a web developer. It's one more thing for me to take care of. And the BDSRA and the team here took care of all of that. We've been able to integrate it very easily into our community with our own resources and share it. I share it all the time, whether we're at doctor's appointments or within the community. And I will be available if you have questions on what that looks, and any families here that are interested. I am excited to learn together about what we can do. It truly is so easy. It's an incredible tool offered by the BDSRA for us to link arms and continue to support and empower the mission. the question is, where will a path to a cure take you and your family? If creating a Fam Funds account is something you're interested in, please reach out, please ask, and I'm excited for us all to continue moving forward. So, thank you.
I might be exaggerating, but one of my favorite things that Amanda does, you have business cards, don't you? With the QR code for their page on the back of it. So when she meets new people and tells them her story, she can hand the business card to them and say, here's the QR code, you can read all about us. And that's one of the things that I love about making it so easy. We need to tell your stories, and you need to be able to tell your stories, and we want to support you in any way we can to do that. Advocacy is key to the beginning of all of this. And so I want you to think about that. Where does your heart lie? Is it where in advocacy, because we're all advocates for Batten disease, right? So how does that speak to you? I mean, you could do Fam Funds. Another way to help us is by signing on and asking others for the commitment to $5 Fridays. This helps us to do the work that's vital to realizing our vision and mission. Without it, everything stops, and BDSRA goes back to a volunteer-run organization again. But I believe we can do it. I know that we will garner the resources to keep us moving forward, just like we did when we started planning for the Centers of Excellence. I know we cannot do it alone. We need the help of our community to support a development officer who can consistently look for and solicit more funds for us. With the help of our board development committee, we are identifying new ways to secure resources, and community members who would like to help with that are welcome to join us in making that plan. We've put together some information and some inspiration for you at the back of the room. Well, it's not all the way to the back. I think it's over here on the side. That has ideas for you if you're considering doing any fundraising on your own. We've put together some information, but we also would love it if you wanted to talk to any members of the committee. And our committee chair is Suzette James. If you'd stand up, please. And Wayne Kiefer, please stand up wherever you are sitting. Wayne. They're here tonight to help talk about fundraising, so please seek them out. I know we've thrown a lot of information at you this evening and that you're ready to dance and take photos, but I think it's important to remember that a strategic plan set our course on this path in 2018, and we've accomplished a lot together on that path to a cure. So where will the path take us next year? How about Lincoln, Nebraska? I have to tell you, Lincoln, Nebraska is so excited we're coming there, they're giving us $2,000 to show up. It's the truth. Visit Lincoln is truly giving us a grant. We're staying at the Cornhusker Hotel. It's a Marriott property. Dave Pierce loves it, so that has to make it good. And Fred Surrey on our board said, we have to quit putting the dates up as the 11th through the 13th when they have to show up on the 10th. And he's right. So I put 10th with an asterisk so that you know that's Thursday night. But we want to see you there. And we're really excited to go there. We'll have more information out. We better have our dream team by our side from Site Solutions. And I know that you want me to stop talking, so let's really celebrate. And DJ, start the music.